Hi, it's Jen again. I'm back with another Feedback Quest 8 game, Day After Day. This one's a Ren'Py game. It's been classified as a RPG, so I'm always interested, especially interested in Ren'Py games, and ones that incorporate other types of gameplay elements to the visual novel format, so I'm really looking forward to this. Just booted it up, and already I love these cute little animations here. Cute little song playing, has a very like cozy kind of dreamy vibe. Love the logo here. It's a little bit ornate for a title that maybe would have like less familiar or short words. I think it works for a title like Day After Day, as opposed to if it had like a long, maybe unfamiliar word, might be a little bit hard to read. But for the simple title, ornate lettering and graphic style for it works well. And I like this just clean, simple font here. A good amount of contrast from the simple background to the lettering, and good choice of colors with the complementary colors here, this kind of gold color and purplish gray hue background. Let's go ahead and start a new game. We got brains, beauty, brawn, and average. I tend to like to go for intelligent characters like mage class, so let's go with that. Upon prying open your heavy lids, you spy a stranger who greets your groggy gaze. Who the hell are you? Mystery woman, proving that the old saying about sailors and swearing right, I see. I'm the woman who saved your life. I would have thought that'd be enough to be remembered, but I suppose even I'm wrong now and again. Is there anything from late last night coming back to you? Okay, so this is a stat check. Thinking back, the sound of explosions and thundering rain echo in your ear. And thundering rain echo in your ears. The pain, sharp and agonizing, followed by the sensation of falling, drowning, more pain, only pain. It spreads quickly into every inch of your consciousness until you can think of nothing else. As you return to the present, the pain follows. Everything hurts on a level somewhere between the third time you were stabbed and the time you were stabbed thrice. We get medium success and trivial success. No, wait, not everything. The pain is in two areas, the first being sharp, excruciating ache in your left shoulder as the fingers from your right hand brush against it. Even your own gentle probing touch is enough to send air hissing between your teeth. There's shrapnel embedded into your skin. The wound is wet and oozing with what you hope is blood alone. Your head is killing you, aching unlike anything you've ever known. The night spent closing down taverns with a mug of ale in your hand don't even come close. Your eyes screw shut and your expression contorts as the pain consumes you. So I'm assuming these two, or these kind of stat check information, maybe is only stuff that you get if your particular stat is high enough, and this type of dialogue is just like default dialogue that everybody would normally get. Even facing the full force of sunlight seems too difficult a task. And it's probably trivial success because there's probably not a very high threshold for like being able to realize you've been stabbed in the shoulder. The strong scent of salt tickles your nose. Along with seaweed and iodine, the unmistakable combination of the ocean's odor. Some of the tension in your body lessens as you breathe in deeply. You feel more at home with this fragrance than any kind of greenery, certainly more than anything man-made. With worn wood against your back and the soft swaying of the vessel against the water's waves, you attempt to steel your mind against the agony. Perhaps you could return to your previous state of unconsciousness, one that was so blissful in comparison to this. Until it hits you, you shouldn't be snoozing on a hard deck, but rather on a bed in the cozy quarters of your ship. Though there should be some motion while abroad, the movement you're feeling now suggests a smaller watercraft. This isn't your room. It's not even the deck of your boat. Where the hell am I? What happened to my ship? Bring me back to my boat, or... Doesn't seem like a very nice option for somebody who rescued us, so... Let's say... What happened to my ship? Beats me. By the time I showed up, there was only wreckage. Well, and the floating body on top of it. I'm assuming that floaty body was me. Wreckage, since I heard some kind of, like, storm going on, was probably me getting struck by the storm, or the boat was getting struck by the storm. I think I really just gotta say that blows. Oh wait, I guess it's gonna let me try these things out. Ooh, that was a roll. Nice. I like that little interface there. The groan escapes your lips as you struggle onto your feet and off the shaky sailboat. Though you gain your bearings once your legs are on steady land, losing the sway of the sea costs you a sense of comfort. You're stuck on the island now without any means of getting off this island, without any reason to be here. Now, on solid ground, you take sense of yourself and your surroundings. This is you. You're in rough shape, but it's nothing you can't handle. You grasp for an understanding of what to call yourself. Default name, let's go with Vera. That's right. It's slowly coming back to you now. You're Vera. You silently take stock of the few things left on your person. It seems this mystery woman managed to save an old backpack and a waterlogged journal, as well as your sorry ass. Okay. EQ, IQ. No clothes, no items. No effects from any inventory items. We just got the port here. This is all very clean looking, like it. Journal. Main quest line, side quest line. So our skills and I guess our proficiency in those skills. Cool. I think this is our way of, yeah, kind of interfacing with text. So it does let you go back and choose different options. As well as we have our option here to save. I like that little click. Everything is very, like, just got a nice vibe. And I like the general kind of, like, purple hues that are going on with both, like, the GUI and the character art here. It's nice. I feel like our eyes look a little bit more red in this illustration. Just got a cool hat, though. Journal should be more useful once it's had time to dry. You also find a pocket watch that looks like it still keeps accurate time. Turn your attention back to your unwilling savior. You don't look so good. Do you have a map of the city? I haven't spent much time on Badina myself, but there's gotta be a doctor around here somewhere. I'm gonna be practical and straight to the point, because yeah, this doesn't look so great. got a slash here we didn't mention yet either. I don't know. Do you know where to find one? I know the next best thing, someone who does. There's a cafe not far from here, and the server there knows practically everyone in town. She should be able to help. Thanks. I'll make note of that. Unlocked cafe. Somebody help me! Oops. Well, with you back on your own 2 feet, I suppose this is where we part ways. Wait, before you go... I should know your name. They call me Cyan. And by they, I mean me. I didn't catch your name back when I was saving you from drowning and bleeding out. Who are you? It's Farah. I'll keep that in mind. Best of luck to you best of luck to you going wherever you're going and doing whatever you're doing. One more thing. Where are we? This is Fadina. Does that sound familiar? Were you headed here? Fadina, one of the many islands scattered across the world known for its unique metacratic government structure. The nobles that run this island invest heavily in its craftsmen and tradesmen. They're both entrepreneurs and royalty. The entirety of the wealth and power being concentrated in the hands of so few gives you pause. However, you have no recollection of there ever being a single scandalous tale about the nobles here. Perhaps this is one of the few instances of your suspicious nature being overzealous. Then again, it wouldn't hurt to ask some of the townspeople what makes their supposedly beloved nobles. Anything else you wanted to ask? Never mind. Okay, pocket watch does not show up here. But I can go to the cafe. I don't know what happens when I hit explore. Your restless legs lead you to a street lined with professional-looking shops and offices. You can't imagine having much use for a place like this, but it doesn't hurt to look around. Okay. Person. Cool. Does it show on our map where we are? We are at the offices, so we just blew right past the cafe. I wonder if this is random or not. Whoops. Huh. Can I go back? Nope. Can I go forward? Huh. Okay. Now it's not here, so if I go hit explore again, the offices are here again. What happens if we talk to this person? These are both very rude for me just going up to a random stranger, but let's say, what are you doing? Because that sounds slightly less rude than who the hell are you? Resting. What does it look like I'm doing? Though the stranger tries to look indifferent, you catch a nearly imperceptible wince as they try to put weight on their right ankle. You looks like you hurt your ankle. Isn't there a doctor's office supposed to be around here somewhere? Stranger pales. It's not that bad. I'd just be wasting the doctor's time. Why don't you let the doctor be the judge of that? What does it look like I'm doing? Stranger gestures to the building you're standing outside of. A faded sign confirms what you already suspected. This is the doctor's office. Are you going in? Of course I am. Eventually. Upon inspection, the stranger seems to be sweating more now than upon first finishing their run. You guess they're not the biggest fan of medical professionals. Would it help if I went in with you? Why would it? We just met and I don't find your presence comforting. I don't care about your health anyways. That was interesting. Okay. Well, now we can go inside here though. Door opens, allowing you to peer inside the dim, empty reception room. There's a little sign on the main desk that reads, "Out on a house call, will be back tomorrow," in barely legible handwriting. You shut the door, seeing no reason to look further. Can I make this go away? No? Oh. I don't know how I did that. Can I tell the person that the person is out on a house call? Oh, looks like this is repeated. This does take time, though. Oh wait, they did. They said something else that. So I should have been paying attention. The little backwards button isn't here anymore. I have no other side quests. I think I had a quest at one point to go do stuff. Oh, this is repeating. Huh. I feel like this might be a little jumbled. So what's your plan? Don't need one. Doesn't even hurt. I'll just wrap some cloth around it until it gets better on its own. Doctor, where? There's no doctor, relax. I knew that. Upon inspection, the stranger seems to be sweating. Okay. What are you so afraid of? No, end of story. I'll rub my ankle and lend a heel and so I can see if I care. Okay, so doesn't seem to remember that interaction. Not sure why it has sparkles now. This is gonna, I think, repeat. No reason to look around. I think I just have to go to the map and go someplace else. Or can I explore? Can I explore someplace new? With your wanderlust guiding you, you soon walk into a quiet street lining a canal. Many hidden nooks and alleyways allow for easy concealment while one people watches from passing. People watches through. Cannot get the syntax of the sentence for some reason. The many hidden nooks and alleyways allow for easy concealment while one people watches those passing through on their boats. Poorly illustrated wanted poster hangs across the side of the building. The name listed on the ad is The Shadow. The hustle and bustle of Vidanians keeps you from getting a closer look at the reward information. Perhaps if you returned in the afternoon, it wouldn't be so crowded. You step away from the poster while pondering the possibility. Okay. I think that's all we can interact with here. That's the alley. Explore some more. Bored to tears, you set out walking north and stop as you approach an ostentatious manor. A strange sense of foreboding comes over you. You get the feeling that if you continue forward, you'll see something you won't be able to unsee. At the same time, there's a part of you that urges to push on. Whatever may lie ahead, you cannot escape learning the answer. Are you ready to continue? Yes. My wanderlust. As you finish crossing a long bridge over a glittering ocean water, a magnificent manor comes into your line of sight. No sooner do you lay eyes on it, does your head begin to ache with immense pain, a migraine that matches the strength of the one that awoke you this very morning. You've never been here, but you've seen this place before. Your memory comes back to you in flashes. You see yourself examining blueprints of the manor, combing every escape route. You recall getting onto your ship with gear specifically chosen for this journey, as well as setting course straight for Vadinia. There's no doubt about it. You were meant to come here, to this exact spot. You pry open your head as to why, but doing so makes the pain grow intolerable, unbearable. You wouldn't wish it upon your worst enemies, any of them. You scream until your brain puts you out of your misery. You close your eyes, and the last thing you feel is your head cracking against the stone pathway. Ouch. That can't make it feel any better. That's interesting. That was interesting. Let's try one more time. Oh wait, what's happening here? So that sent me back here. Somehow we went back in time. Oh, so I thought it was restarting and it was going to put me in the exact same loop, but this is actually part of the story, is that you keep going through these loops. That's interesting. I'm not sure what's happening here. Oh, I get credits. I like the music. I like the general like mood of the story. I think the music does well bringing that out. I like the GUI. There was a few kind of like little awkward moments I think you can get from like clicking on image buttons and maybe doing call statements. It might have gotten a little bit jumbled. Just probably something that like a little bit of play testing and rerouting some of the jumps or calls could alleviate. Overall, I'm excited to see where the story goes. Yeah, beautifully executed so far. Got nothing else to say as far as like suggestions. So thanks for watching. As always, if you're working on something, don't forget to enjoy the process and take care. Bye now.